All right. So go ahead, get the comments about the patch on the head over with. Say whatever the hell you want to say. I'm a person who has retinal slash aura migraines. If you don't know what those are, you get a blurry string of lights on one side of your vision. I usually get them on my left, and it forms a ring of glowy lights, and you lose this side of your vision to like blurry, glowy shit, and then it slowly goes away, and then 20 minutes later, it starts like usually really super bad pain, like ah, behind the right eye, and I had one today, and they can be crippling. If you try to stand up while you're having them, you can get nauseous and stuff. Now I've been lucky since I've been older. They haven't been as bad on the pain side. Today I got really lucky. The pain isn't too awfully bad. It still hurts when I talk. If I sneeze, it hurts even more. But you know what? I wanted to stream tonight because I haven't streamed for a while. I've been so busy um, doing other stuff, trying to make money with other things in real life, working on props, getting props done, and making woodworking stuff, etc., etc. Blah, blah, blah. Um, and on top of everything else, GeForce Now is down. Um, and so that limits the kind of games that I can play. So the game I decided to play tonight was Star Trek Online, which is something I've played for the past 14 years because of my love for Star Trek. Um, it's 14-year-old game. It's horribly outdated. I mean, they keep updating it. They keep having the Star Trek cast come and do voice acting and stuff. So they do keep up with the game. I've had my grief with it over the years. I was most invested in the PlayStation 4 um, version of Star Trek Online. I actually started with the PC Star Trek Online like the day it came off the shelf. I have the box set to prove it. Played it on PC for a while, stopped, and then when it came back, I decided to do it on PS4 and got really invested there. But the the console side of the game has a lot of downsides, especially no no moderation practically at all. There was a group of us that were trying to get rid of the toxic people and the sickos and stuff like that. And, you know, after a while, it was like impossible to get support for it. And, I was asked to do a number of things. And I did those things. We managed to, a group of us managed, a whole bunch of us actually managed to get an admitted pedophile kicked out of there. But oh, Brimstone's here for his cameo. Come here, Brim. Come here. Well, if you're gonna whine about it, come over here. Come on. That's what you wanted. Come on. Come on. The head hurts. I can't mess around too much with picking up large cats. Dun dun dun. Mr. Brimstone. Ladies and gentlemen, applause. I should have an applause button, right? Ow, bending over really hurt the head. Um, anyway, so the console side of it became a mess, and it was what it was. And I made some good friends there too, over the years, and I still have those friends. But I decided ultimately when, like, my PS4 was actually my late son Aza's PS4, and when it burned and burned again and burned again and acted like it was going to explode, and I just decided I didn't want to pay a bunch of money for a PlayStation 5, not while it's still fairly expensive. So I didn't, and so I left the console side of things. Um, and I don't know if I'll ever go back there, to be honest. It was really, it had its issues, but um, there's the PC side is still going strong. The graphics are nicer on the PC side, and and so I've been enjoying going back to PC. I still found some of my really super old characters I ended up, you know, I'm an alt-oholic, which means that I just have to create alts and more alts. That's how I avoided burnout on console. Um, but you know, when I came back to PC, I did start over with a couple of characters, and so I've been having fun with that, relearning how to play on PC. It is it is different. That's one thing I will say for the console side of Star Trek Online is that you know, the controller layout and the way you control the game is easier than the PC side of things. But anyway, so that's what we're doing tonight. All right, Brimstone, you've had your screen time, so it's time to get down. Okay, here we go. And away you go. Good job. Good job, Brimstone. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brimstone. What did I drop? I don't know. I'm not going to pick it up because bending over makes my head hurt. Oh, right. So, anyway, hello. Hi, I'm here. You're here. And this is the internet, by the way. The internet is kind of like space, the final frontier. These are the voyages that you go on. You go looking for stuff. You're like, what was I looking for again? And then you find some other stuff, and you're like, wow, that's pretty interesting. And then something tries to destroy you, and then you fight back, and you're like, ah. And then you know you call in your friends or whatever, and you try to figure it out. And so yeah, that's what the internet's like. Anyway, let me set up the. I have to change the video capture um, for the game because we were last using GeForce Now. So let me change that real quick. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 That looks right. Dun da da dun dun da da. Okay. So yeah, this is tonight's just a kind of a casual night because the head hurts, and um, I'll quit whining about that at some point. And I just kind of miss playing this game sometimes, to be perfectly honest. And it's so much fun. 14 years later, I'm still having fun. It's the only game where you can go in and and holy shit, blow stuff up with starships. Seriously. Um, I hope the sound is good. I hope the sound is fine. This is my first time streaming Star Trek Online. Um, anyway, one of the cool updates they did not too long ago is after Picard season 3, they changed the starbase for the Federation dudes, and it's beautiful. It's amazing, and what makes it even better, they put my number one favorite. I'm not a favorites guy, okay? I don't usually do favorites, but they put my number one favorite starship as the main ship to view while you're standing and looking out of the big window at Stardock. It's the Odyssey class starship, ladies and gentlemen. The most beautiful starship ever made, in my opinion. Don't argue with me. Um, it was seen and made canon from the video game, right out of the video game. It was made canon on the TV show Star Trek Picard, season 3, as the Enterprise F is in Frank. Holy shit! I was nerding out that day. Oh my god, I was nerding out that day. I was mad with glee. All right. I hope sound is good. I hope the sound is all right. Um, anyway, this is my character. I just made him a baldy like me. Do I need to repair my ship? I don't remember what I did last time. Do I have any ship injuries? I do not. So naturally, because that's my favorite ship, naturally I had to have the same ship. Um, so here's mine. No, that isn't mine. Why isn't it showing mine? Oh, there it is. Brimstone, no. No, you're not going to start this. No. Go on. No, go on. Go on. Sometimes he gets his screen time and he's still just and now he acts perfectly happy. He's running around the house and doing burnouts around the corners. I don't get it. Anyway, so here's my Odyssey. Check this out. It's the Lexington configuration, so it has this overhead battle bridge and weapons pod. Oh my gosh. Look at this. It is so beautiful. Lines like that. Oh my word. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Mine is called the U.S.S. Semper Mecum, and that's in tribute to my son. All my starships are in tribute to my son, or in tribute to someone that is not here anymore, has passed on. And Semper Mecum means always with me. And so yeah, U.S.S. Semper Mecum. And another little commitment that I did is that when the war started in Ukraine, I said I'm going to do my ships up in blue and gold, and that's the way it will be until the war is over and Ukraine's okay. Just my personal thing. Not trying to get political or anything. It's just my personal thing. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go blow shit up in this gorgeous starship. One thing I do want to show you guys though is the bridge of the starship. When they put the Enterprise F, the Odyssey, on Star Trek Picard, I was disappointed they didn't do the Aquarius bridge as well, because the bridge is the best starship bridge you're ever going to see. Um, let's see. Can I just go right to my bridge? I just want to go right to my bridge. Again, I'm still relearning how to do a number of things on Visit Starship Bridge. Still relearning how to do things on PC. Anyway, for people viewing now or in the future, I hope that you're having a good Friday night. And Brimstone is here screaming at me again. Brimstone, you have food, you got treats, you have water, you got your screen time, you're good. Psst, go on. Go, go, go. Go. Psst, go, go. Psst, go. That's his bad cat sound, or his go away sound. Psst. That's enough. Psst. Now go on. That is enough now. I've been so cool to you today, dude. Go on. Go be a cat. No, go be a cat. No arguments. He's still getting used to me talking to other people. It's so funny. He assumes that I'm always talking to him. So anyway, we're just gonna have nerdy online Star Trek fun until for as long as I can, basically. Actually, I should just turn this to some other form of chat because we don't need to look at chat tonight. Oh gosh, this is such a beautiful bridge. Anyway, let's take a stroll. So all kinds, and one thing that's kind of cool is that this game will put your crew that you have put in your uniforms in some of the positions on the bridge when you visit your bridge. So this is where the captain's chair and number 1 and number 2 would sit. And sorry about the ads, guys. I know it's a pain in the ass. But yeah, the captain's chair and a big old screen. And then there's all the stations, of course, tactical, nav, blah, blah, blah. But the Aquarius Bridge has this little bit over here where you can also look out the giant ass window out the front of the ship. I think we should be facing Stardock. Maybe not. Maybe not. Nope, we're not. Kind of look out. Anyway, but there's also this little bit to the fore of the bridge where you can go down these stairs. Oh, and see, look at the skylight. Ah, God, this ship is so fucking great. And there's this whole area down here where you can look out through this giant ass window. So the holographic displays for all the controls. It's so fucking great. What a great ship. What a great bridge. But yeah, they didn't do this bridge. They did a different bridge for when they showed it on Picard season 3. And I don't know. I mean, maybe it was a budget thing. I don't know. But they should have done this bridge. If they ever do an Odyssey in Star Trek again, they need to do this fucking bridge. I don't think there's any other spot that I can go to, but we can try. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. They did some of the interior. On console version, we did not have this. So this is all new Odyssey stuff to me. And I'm going to run through it so that we get through a little faster. But holy shit, people. There's a whole interior. This game has so much potential. Oh, here's sick bay. Sick bay. Fuck yeah. And there's one of the crew members over here can give you little missions for your for your um, for your crew. Sorry, that Star Trek sound is actually my phone ringing. That was a very good friend of mine calling me. One moment, please. Um, but yeah, sick bay. Anyway, you have boffs and doffs, and your doffs are kind of little officers that you have in the background that you can send on missions to do things. This game is just really amazing, and yeah, I know the graphics look older and blah blah blah, but that doesn't that shouldn't ever make or break a game. It has survived going on its 14th year. This lady is going to run into me again. I'm the captain, god damn it. Knock it off. Yeah, this is cool. I've never been to this part of my ship on PC version. Again, on console, we did not have interiors for most of the ships. That door doesn't open. Damn, this is expansive. But the game provided a way for people to do full-on, full-time role-playing if they wanted. You had entire ship interiors. You could role-play things with each other if you wanted to. If you weren't a role player, you could just go and blow shit up and do a bunch of missions. There's a bazillion things to do in the game. I want to go. I want to go run around and check this out a little bit more. You can't blame me, okay? I'm Trek nerding. What is this? Oh, the captain's quarters. What? What? I didn't have this on the console version. Well, now. Isn't this nice? When they made the Odyssey class ship, they're like, yeah, let's make the captain's quarters super expansive and tea Earl Grey. No, no, no. Coffee, dark roast, hot. Um, holy shit. Sorry, I had to answer another thing. Wow. Best quarters ever. Well, damn. Holy cow pants. Right. Just checking it out. I brought us to the bridge and now I have to check all this other shit out. Don't worry, we're gonna get to blowing shit up soon, but this is super cool and I have to enjoy it. Okay. I'm gonna go to engineering. Go to engineering. I want to see engineering on this ship. Holy shit. Apparently this is super huge also. Gotta check out what doors work. As you were, as you were. This is crazy. Whoa, what's this? Oh, transporter room. Very nice. And you can do ship selection here. Very cool. Small craft anyway. Shuttles. I just gotta check all this out. Oh, warp core. Warp core, ladies and gentlemen. What a great ship. Door open, door doesn't open. Very nice. Very nice. Super happy about that. Cool. All right. I discovered something new tonight about my own ship. Okay. Let's go ahead and leave the ship interior. All right, we're back here. Let's jump right into some action. Um, mm, 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 mm. Let's do a patrol real quick. I like doing this one. I've only done it a few thousand times, but gets lots of XP. You can level. You have all kinds of specials that you can use. I'm gonna shorten this down, or maybe I could just dump it. Yeah, I'll dump it all together.
You have entered an area controlled by the Venthan Guard. Our scans indicate your ship is armed and operational, and you have demonstrated your ability to assist in an ongoing operation. You will either join our squadron as a deputized Protectorate officer, or clear the area immediately.
Deputized?
You are now my deputy. We are here to apprehend a suspect wanted in multiple systems
what do you
for
do?
crimes not limited to theft, coercion, destruction of private property, and murder. When you arrived, we were dealing with one of this criminal's lieutenants. We've tracked the suspect.
I usually skip all this, but since I'm streaming, I wanted you guys to hear the mission narrative. This is a patrol mission. The patrol missions you can do anytime. You can do them with friends or by yourself. They're great for leveling up characters because they give you lots of XP.
Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
The ship that I'm using is not very high level. Let me turn down the in-game volume a little bit. Audio. Yep. Anyway, your ship kind of levels with you. So, like, I'm level 20. The max level is 65. And, there we go. Broadsides hits.
Separate them and whittle down their numbers.
We will not go quietly.
Oh, please don't go quietly. Go screaming in the dark. Yeah, phaser lance. Yeah. So all of your abilities are over here, and a lot of your ship's abilities are added by whatever crew you decide to put on there and their special abilities. You can click on them. Sometimes you can set them for automatic. Like this one that's allowing me to fire phasers at everybody that is within range is a fire at will. So that means that my tactical officer has fire at will, or I'm a tactical officer captain and I have fire at will. Over here is the shield status and health status, so the whole status of your ship. And you can
We do
even
what
things
we
out.
want, where we want.
You can equalize your shields, use special abilities to increase your shields. Um, and then ultimately, if you're really good at building your ship and leveling in the right things, um, you end up not having to worry too much at all about your ship. It can just take care of business. Phaser Lance. I love the Phaser Lance. That explosion is going to kick my ass, though. Not too bad.
Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call
Let
for
me double
assistance.
check and make sure that my audio for you guys isn't too high. There, maybe that's better. And you can reinforce individual shields by clicking on them. Um, you can set the balance from defense to offense to movement to balanced kind of. I always keep it on balanced with most of these bigger ships. There's a mission that I need to do. Shit, I gotta message somebody real quick, sorry.
I'm taking you with me.
He's taking us with him. We don't care. I'm gonna phaser lance the fuck out of that guy. Let's drain him out a little bit too. And let's do a multi-torpedo launch. Ultimate nerd. This is the best nerd fuel ever sometimes. This is so great.
Congratulations.
Excellent work.
Dun dun dun.
Classification party. Take the suspect into
Let's
custody.
see. I want to get discovery marks.
Thank you for your assistance. And well, the Kazon have long.
Oh, I'm skipping shit. Sorry.
In this squadron. We've been cleaning up several Kazon raiding actions. They've been especially active, taking advantage of the recent chaos. We've also received information from some of our informants about ships that can eliminate board vessels easily. But it is hard to separate rumor and fact. We don't have any first-hand evidence of such attackers, but multiple parties have reported this.
We'll be sure to include that in our
We
report.
have the suspect in custody now, and we also apprehended a fair number of his associates. This part of space will be safer without their influence.
That's right, damn it.
To treat any wounded so they can stand trial, and an engineering team to ensure his ship is stable so we can tow it back to base. Thank you. We have it from here.
Dun dun dun. This is a mission I need to do so that I can get a particular set of dual heavy phaser cannons, which I believe this ship will be able to mount. And they're part of a set of other weapons I already have from that mission. The game's pretty good about making it so that you don't have to spend a lot of money to because it's free to play, right? Um, and there's no real pay to win unless you're heavy PvP. Um, but the game is also pretty good about allowing you to earn your way into being decently powered up just on the free to play model. Um, that being said, it's a lot more fun if you drop an occasional 20 or 30 bucks to buy a tier 6 starship. Those make a huge difference in this game. And there's some ships that you can't get unless you pay for them. But they also allow you to sell dilithium for in game currency so that you can accumulate in game currency and eventually buy things the same as you would with money. It takes a long fucking time to do that. I leveled up, so I'm gonna purchase my skills, and I need to see where's my balance at. I should probably throw some more engineering shit in. I want to do more uh, engineering. These are basically, this is kind of like a flowchart, engineering, science, tactical, and this is how you kind of build whatever you want your ship to be about, and your ship and crew. Um, and then down here, you unlock even more abilities when you reach these certain points from spending points up here. So, all that nerdy shit being said, I'm gonna go with some more hull plating. And I want to get to this first unlock here, which is okay. I don't need to spend anything else, so I can just go right to that mission that I was talking about. Actually, episodes, I need to find it. So these are all over the past 14 years. These are all complete storyline adventures that a player can do. The Klingon War line, you open this up and there's just a whole bunch of missions. You do these, you get rewards. When you finish the whole thing, you get an even bigger reward. And it takes quite a bit of time to get, I mean, you're never out of things to do in the game. It may be older and it may be dated, but like I said, they do keep updating it, and there's tons to do. You're never going to get bored. Anyway, I need to do Sunrise again because I need a weapon from that.
With the war over, it's time for us to rebuild, to take stock of our situation.
And they give you an easy means to go and transwarp to the place that you need to go. The effect on my pain patch will be done in a little while. I know it looks dumb. I thought about wearing a hat over it, but I'd just get too warm if I did that. But these salon patches, they make a big difference when the pain's localized like that to a certain spot. So I know it look a little bit weird or something, but it helps. And I wanted to straight. But once the stuff runs out of it, I'll take it off. Doing okay so far. The head's not hurting very much more from doing streaming. I don't know how long I'll be on for because this was a risky venture at best. One of the Twitch communities that I'm in, the streamer for that, their computer's having issues and they weren't able to stream recently, so I thought I'd offer up some entertainment for whatever people in that community were bored tonight. These are all ships of other players. So you can see there's a fair amount of people that are playing regularly, and this is just one instance. And this is Deep Space Nine. This isn't even the main hangout area. So you can see there's quite a few people. Lots of people love their Star Trek. And this is still the best video game for it. Pick Pick up scientist. Yes, good idea. Decline. Beam up the specialist. Yes, please.
Thank you for the pickup. I'm Tenora Zuval. Let's get started. My preliminary
This game has one of the highest records of voice acting hours of all video games. It doesn't hold records. I think at one point it almost did. But there's lots of celebrity voice acting in those story missions that I was telling you about earlier. Gorgeous ship. Absolutely beautiful. In my opinion, the most beautiful ship in Star Trek. People will argue that with me, and I don't care. I don't care. Gotta transwarp to the next spot. Ta-da! And that chirp you heard was not the game. Yes, I have Star Trek sounds on my phone. Yes, let's move in closer. Another thing that's really cool is when these little windows pop up, this is your crew that you've customized and made look the way they look. He's wearing the uniform that I created for my crew, Jupiter uniform, and you know their faces, how they look, everything. They interact with you through these windows during the missions. Let's move in closer, get some readings of the star, and see if we can figure out what the hell's going on. That's not what it said, that's just what I'm saying. Look at this gorgeous ship. Look at it. Oh my god. Look at it. Oh my word. Okay, we gotta slow down. Conduct scans.
Getting swamped with solar radiation. Try reducing the gain on your sensors. Initial results don't make any sense. The star's core reactions are failing, but it still has so much mass that it should be conducting fusion. It's as if it suddenly decided that it was no longer going to do hydrogen fusion, just heavier fusion processes.
Let's collect some stellar particles and see if we can find any clues with a more detailed analysis.
What kind of matter is ejected during corona events? We should be able to collect some with your ship's ramskers if we head to one of the ejection zones.
We'll set up a plot of locations where we can take samples. Go, Semper Mecum, go! This is some of my favorite nerd time. The game kind of lets you go at your own pace. You kind of do whatever you want, and you don't have to worry about keeping up with stuff. If you start... Oh, puzzle game. They include puzzle games as part of the missions in Star Trek Online so that you're constantly involved or regularly involved. And the better you do the puzzles, the better your sensors work, etc., etc. This is a radiation scan.
Results are coming in now. This still isn't making any sense. It's as if the star's life cycle was suddenly accelerated somehow. But it never went through an expansion cycle. There's no good explanation for this yet. Maybe something else in the system caused it.
What if this phenomenon affected other bodies in the system as well?
This is system-wide. We should find evidence of similar problems with nuclear and chemical reactions in the system's gaseous bodies. There's a large amount of gaseous stellar matter further from the star. We should have no trouble checking that hypothesis.
Set a course for the next closest body in system. I almost slipped into my Shatner impersonation there. I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that.
This is very strange. Usually nebulae are massive clouds between star systems. Finding a micronebula in a system like this is quite rare. This may be the result of an event such as a cosmic string, shearing through a gas giant and turning it back into particulate matter. I'll need some more readings to know for certain.
Determine the best places to scan for
All the
information.
particulate matter will make your ship's sensors unreliable beyond a few kilometers.
Again, I usually
And
skip through
shields
this,
will be offline.
but I'm just
The best will be
for the sake of the stream.
is to check small areas until we get close to something unusual. We should head to where the deionized particle density is highest.
Switch to short-range scanners. Yay! Alright, so I remember this part. I've done this mission a lot over the years because it does give you a good weapon set that is... Every time you level, you have to kind of upgrade the equipment on your ship. The equipment that you get from missions... Oh, I forgot I gotta do scans. Where's my scan button? I gotta get used to, playing on PC again. Oh, it's telling me to go this way. In this part, you're in a nebula where a lot of your scanning stuff doesn't work, so you have to scan regularly and kind of follow cues that it gives so that you can find what you're looking for. Anyway, the equipment that you get from these story missions, a lot of the times they can be upgraded for free, meaning you don't have to buy new equipment. You can just keep the equipment that it gives you and upgrade it for free. And that's important because upgrading stuff usually requires materials, but the equipment you get from story missions doesn't require any materials to upgrade or any in-game money of any kind. So the story mission equipment's really cool. Hello, viewer who has dropped in. Welcome. Let's turn this big, gorgeous ship around. Bring her about port. Should be coming up on it. I'm going the right way. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna launch my this ship is so big it's got a hangar full of shuttles. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna do fire at will so we can also hit the Tholian gate that the Tholians just made. I'll launch a torpedo spread. Go shuttles.
Data is coming in now. Nothing unusual coming in from the nebula. But those Tholian ships were quite far from home. Unfortunately, they can't give us answers. Looks like there's some heavy ion
There's
friction
ads
on the
starting in
outside of the
about
nebula.
50 seconds. Sorry about that for those of you that have to deal with
Some kind
it.
of reflected radiation from one of the gas giants.
Set a course for the gas giant. And I actually have to pause for just a moment because I gotta go grab something. I'll be right back. Okay, back. Welcome in, viewer, who has dropped in to watch me boldly go where I've never gone before. That's a lie. I've done this mission probably hundreds of times. Oh yeah, we got to go to these metallic asteroids and not get slammed in the starboard side by incoming asteroids. No problem. This one's closer. Scan. Look at her go. What a gorgeous ship. My shuttles were taking care of one of those asteroids. That's pretty cool. Let's get closer to the gas giant and its moons and see if we can find any other clues. And here's a special move that lets you turn faster. We're about to be introduced to one of my favorite voice acted characters, and I'm embarrassed to say I can't remember the name of the voice actress. She's not major popular celebrity or anything, but she's just a really good voice actor. Um, and I love this character in the game. It's a very sweet character. She's very cool. And this is the mission where you meet her for the first time. Um, and they've continued to use that voice actress and character over the years. She's in a lot of the major episodes that they've done and updated recently. They release a whole new storyline set of adventures at least once a year. It's pretty cool. Why didn't we pick this ship up outside the system? Any signs of starships or bases? Let's conduct a few more scans. If this is a warp-capable society, when we make first contact, we don't want to seem hostile.
Greetings, unknown vessel. This is Administrator Kumarke. Please provide
Kumarke is cool. This is Commander Commissar Woad of the U.S.S. Semper Mecum. I represent the United Federation of Planets.
Welcome to Lucari. Visitors here are rare, but we're always gratified by the chance to meet and exchange information with travelers. I regret that you have arrived at a difficult time. You may have noticed that our home star has become unstable. I'm leading a project to try to reignite the star. Unfortunately, we've already suffered severe disruptions, and we have a lot of problems to tackle right now.
We noticed the problems with your star. We came to investigate why this is happening. Or I can say you've had visitors of other species. I haven't really been picky about this because I've done the mission so many times just to get the gear. I'll just pick you've had visitors of
Yes,
other
we
species.
previously had contact with the Zenkethi and the Ferengi. We've heard a bit about the Deferi and the Breen, but they haven't ever been to our system. Our home world provides for all of our raw material needs, along with a few mining outposts around the asteroids and the gas giant. We've never had a compelling need to engage in space exploration. Now that our sun is going out, we're scrambling everything we've got to see if we can find a solution or a way to evacuate at least a few of our people.
On behalf of the United Federation of Planets, I extend greetings and hope for peace and mutual prosperity between our people.
I am honored to have the chance to make first contact with your people. My people have had little contact with other species, but that could change if we discover that we have mutual goals and interests. Of course, if our star goes out, this will also be last contact.
That's dark. My ship is part of a larger fleet. We have advanced technology. We may be able to assist you.
We have a solar probe ready that contains the booster module that needs to be fired into the star. It's capable of warp 2. There's a problem, though. The probe's remote navigation systems don't work. All of the interference from the solar flaring and guttering is that a pre-programmed course?
We'll look into it. We can use our astrometric computer to build a plot. Alright. Adjust trajectories. So it gives you some numbers that you have to look at, and then you move things up and down. Point 1 should be an elevation of 9850. It is currently at 96. Move up, move up, move up. Nope, wait. Other way. There. And the second point needs to be 94. It's currently 92. 94. Done adjusting. Display plot.
We're getting your telemetry now. I'll have my engineers prepare the probe. Let's see if this works. Nothing to worry about, just the future of my planet.
We'll hold position for you to launch the probe.
The probe's made it out of orbit. Engaging secondary boosters to head out of planetary range.
Just look at it. It's so nice. Gorgeous. Absolutely
Gone to
beautiful.
warp. The probe is arriving at the solar corona. Deploying chromodynamic booster. No effect. It didn't work. Repeat. Well, it didn't work. That was our one shot. Thank you for trying to help. I'm not sure what to try next. Maybe we can evacuate a few people. Not going to give up, but the situation is grim. If your people can offer any other help, we would welcome it. But I just don't see a way to relocate 8 billion people in the next few hours.
We are not necessarily out of solutions. We might still be able to find a way to reignite the star. Hail the new arrival.
My name is Caldano. Looks like I've arrived at the perfect time. I'm here to help with the problem with this star. I'm a scientist, and I have some specialized knowledge that can help.
Since we don't have any time to waste, I'll accept your offer for assistance.
With apologies for the interruption, this is my home star. My people are the ones at risk here. If you have some way to reverse this process, my people should be involved.
No, I agree.
All right, I'm willing to do so, but it will take me a little while to get a shuttle out there. As you might imagine, things are a little hectic over here right now.
Don't worry, we won't need a shuttle.
You won't be able to get a lock on my ship interior due to the subspace manifolds. I'll go ahead and bring you aboard.
Ready for transport. And this is your away team. You can set this up as your ground away team in a different menu, or you can just choose whoever at the time, doesn't matter. I have a holographic officer of Leda from Deep Space Nine, a guy I like to call the Worm Guy, and then a couple of other people that engineers set up. They set down really cool turrets that blow the shit out of things.
Welcome aboard. I'm Caldano.
You moved me here without crossing the intervening space.
Oh,
You have quantum teleportation technology.
Yes. We call it a transporter. It has a limited range, but it's useful for going from surface to ship.
Impossible! This ship's interior is massive, even though it's no bigger than a shuttle.
My ship uses compactified subspace folds. It's bigger on the inside.
what he said. Hey, it's Star Trek me. I think he looks better. I'm actually I'm about to go for a glasses and contacts appointment, so I'm at the point where I have to do bifocal, and it's weird. I didn't do it this last time because I thought, well, it's easy enough to just look over the top of my glasses. But as I've done more crafting and woodworking and stuff, it's really getting annoying. It's getting annoying trying to look over my glasses and put them down all the time. So I'm gonna give in. I'm gonna get bifocals. And last time they did offer me a bifocal contact lens, and so cool technology. Hope I can afford it. Um, I'll give it a try. All right, let's talk to Kumarki.
This is all quite overwhelming. This Caldano person is another stranger from somewhere else. And you're here to help with our dying star?
Yes, we came to investigate the star, and now we're involved.
Oh. Yes, I suppose I can see how a star suddenly dying might attract someone's attention.
Normally, my people are explorers, and we would open diplomatic relations to engage in first contact, but this isn't a normal situation.
It's an odd coincidence. We'd probably never have met if it weren't for the trouble with the star. My people have never really had any desire to go exploring out there. We've sent a few probes and met a couple of neighbors, but we're happy at home. We have what we need, so why risk it? I guess this crisis answers that question. The galaxy is bigger than us. And to survive, we need to look past just our homeworld.
The United Federation of Planets makes exploration and peaceful contact with new species one of its primary
It
missions.
sounds like you have a lot of experience in meeting other kinds of people.
Yep.
Maybe if we survive this, we can take the chance and learn more about each other. To talk about what we might have in common and what we have to offer.
I'm sure that my people will want to open relations. Your experience here will make you a neutral choice to participate in those discussions.
What can I do to help? My home is at risk. I want to do something. To be involved in solving this problem.
So I can tell her to stay with me. You can see how we study and solve these problems. I can say, stay with Caldano. This is his ship, so he can probably explain it best. Or I could tell her to wait here. It'll be safer and less risky. This is going to be a delicate process, but she wants us to be involved. So, since this is Caldano's ship, I'm going to have her stay with him. And there she goes. Alright, and Caldano is in his spacesuit for some fucking reason. We have no idea.
Welcome to my ship. Don't be alarmed. This vessel is from the 31st century. It has some technology you may not recognize yet. I can assure you, though, that I'm here to help.
That explains why I wasn't able to scan through your ship's hull or how you are able to have technology that can repair a dying star.
Correct. I'm associated with the temporal division of... Well, let's just say that I'm an ally from the future, and I'm here to save the Lucari star.
So this involves changing the time stream. I've had about enough of that recently.
No, I'm trying to prevent changes. Someone's tampered with this star. It's not supposed to die out here. The Lucari don't disappear today, at least not if we have any say in it. I have some technology that can help, but we'll need to rework it in order to repair the star's fusion processes. What I need you to do is help me align this matrix to match the star's original spectrum.
All right, I'll try to align the matrix.
I'll regulate the device's main power state from this console.
We're going to adjust the blue spectrum. Bump, 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 bump. I need to decrease it down to below 495. Bump. So he's not just protecting this planet, he's protecting his own ancestors from annihilation. This actually means he's probably more reliable. Let's finish repairing this star. Increase. No. Decrease. There we go. So it tries to keep you involved as you go through these missions. Like I said, I've probably done this one dozens, if not somewhere over 100 times over the past 14 years. It's just a really cool gear set for Federation ships. Weapons ready. Prepare to repel boarders. And here comes...
What are those things?
a bunch of jerks.
I need to finish these computations.
Oh, that's right, I made this guy a science officer for his base. What? They held me? Are you... what a bastard. And you can also arm up your away team with different types of gear and make them stronger. The way things usually work with me is as I get higher level, I know all the missions that have the really good gear. So my away team is so fucking awesome that I rarely have to do much fighting, and I can just watch them kind of take care of everything if I want to. Yeah, see, the engineers have laid down a phaser bolt turret, which is kind of cool. Alright. Beat the shit out of the Tholians.
We've got a breather. Now I just have to charge the device and prepare it for use. In just a few minutes, it'll propagate a quantum wave shift that should correct the star's stalled fusion process. You should head back to your ship, and I'll send the administrator back home.
Return to ship.
The device is charging. We should be just a few minutes away from repairing the star now.
Standing by. These guys. I don't agree. I love using the phaser lance. I'm so glad that they gave it a little bit more oomph. Ho ho! Ho ho! Goddamn, those broadside shots definitely hurt those fuckers. Your weapons have a firing arc, and a lot of phaser beam arrays have a 90-degree arc, sometimes even better. And so, if you turn the side of your ship to an enemy, you can get the forward and aft phasers firing on one target. This is a lot of weaponry. Let's give him a burst of torpedoes. I guess there's no need. Now there's only one of them. The big boy ship. Ran right into him.
Activating the rejuvenator.
It's working. Look at the stars. returning to normal.
Readings are stabilizing. This shockwave should be barely noticeable by the Lucari.
Some of those ships have just arrived at our home system. They're attacking our home world. We don't have any way to repel starships like this. Please help us.
Oh, we will. We're on our way. Heroics is what we do.
Please, you have to stop them. We don't have any warships or space weapons.
Don't you worry. I'm on it. There's a normal burst of torpedoes, and then there's a special ability burst of torpedoes. And here's a whole fuckload of phasers, so you assholes can just eat shit. Oh, there they go, throwing up their little Tholian wall again. Let's bring the speed down so we can turn a little sharper. Until I pay for some abilities that allow me to turn. You can get gear or abilities, or both, that allow you to turn sharper in your ship. The bigger ships like this do turn a little bit slow. But I love the big ships, and I especially love this ship.
Folians have managed to get my ship in a web. I need your help.
Oh, don't you worry. We're heroes for a living. The big one. I want the big one. Hit it with the lance. God damn it, I got too close. I wasted it, or did I? No, it didn't go off. I want to hit it with the lance. No. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah! Oh, I shouldn't yell too loud.
Someone might want a phase inhibitor.
Not the phase inhibitor. That's right. Ass is kicked and don't come back.
Thanks for the save, but the Tholians managed to steal the toxin talk while they had my ship whipped. That must have been their plan all along. My data suggests that the Tholians used a trilithium warhead to destabilize the star. The amount of resources needed to build such a weapon makes it inefficient, to say the least. No, I suspect that somehow they knew that I'd come here to save this star, and that I would bring the Toxu top. Fortunately, the Lucari star is safe. However, nobody else will be as long as the Tholians have that device. They could use it to snuff out or destabilize stars anywhere they want.
We'll have to get it back from them somehow, but that means we have to figure out their next target.
I have some thoughts on that, but I will need to do some calculations. These events and the Tox Utot itself are tied up in the temporal Cold War. The Tholians may not care, but by using the Tox Utot, they risk distorting the timeline by wiping out civilizations that are supposed to survive into the future, such as the Lucari. I'll be in touch. At least now the Lucari will have a promising future.
Understood.
Aldona is correct. You have preserved our future. My people will be forever grateful, not to mention my personal gratitude, of course. I think we have a bright future ahead of us, if you'll forgive my play on words. I am eager to see where it leads. Thank you once again.
My people will contact you again soon. We have many matters to discuss.
I wish I could ask you about your science, your trade, your society. But I suppose there will be time for all of that now that our crisis has been averted. Won't there?
First contact with another species is one of our most important duties. Our initial meeting has shown promise for an exchange of culture and knowledge.
You think our friend the administrator here is going to need a ride home. Would you mind? If you'll pick her up and take her home, I'll start looking for more data about the Tholian's plans.
We'll rendezvous with you shortly.
I have collected an amazing amount of information about what happened to this star. Thank you for bringing me along. Once we're back in Allied space, I'll take a shuttle home.
Okay, so mission complete. Part system. And that was a playthrough of the mission Sunrise, which is a great mission to do repeatedly to farm an entire set, which I'm about to show
First
you.
contact is a significant event for the Federation. We will be glad to open a dialogue with the Lucari people. Unfortunately, the loss of the Tox Uthak is troubling. We have some reports about this.
I was trying to click the button to get him to skip his dialogue, but it's not going to work. We just have to listen to good old Admiral Quinn rattling on.
Technology that can destabilize stars. We'll have to deal with that later.
Okay, so this is what's called a weapon set in the game. And sometimes it's for ground weapons, sometimes it's for space weapons. And you can look up which story episodes give you really good equipment for whatever you're looking for. And then you can do those missions and repeat them. And somebody's making a bunch of noise with their ship while I'm trying to talk. But anyway, the one that I wanted to grab was a weapon, the dual quantum phase dual. I already have this phaser or beam array, and I believe I already have the universal console as well. And then if you already have that stuff, you can always choose one of the little extra bits here. But the reason you want to get stuff from these sets is if you have 2 from the set, it gives you a really cool special ability or bonus. If you have 3, it gives you an even better ability or bonus. If you have all of them, it can give you like a really good bonuses. So to have the weapons set and actually complete them is to your advantage, at least until you get to higher levels. So we're going to take those. I hope I can, I'm pretty sure I can arm those dual heavy cannons on this ship. If not, then I'll just be embarrassed. Meh. I should have looked before I started the mission, but I remember I wanted to come back and grab them. So here we go.
Congratulations, Commander.
And I also leveled again. Hooray! Well, let's see if that equipment can even be used. Boop. Boop. Here's a character sheet for you, for all of your crew, your BOFs as they're called, bridge officers. And then you have DOFs, which are duty officers. You don't really see those guys. They kind of work in the background. And then here's the ship. And here's all the equipment that you can arm it with. And I'm pretty sure that we can arm these dual heavy cannons. Pretty sure. Yes, we can. So now I've got some pretty, and I'm going to flop it over so it's next to the torpedo. Not that it really matters, but. So we now have 1, 2, and I'm pretty sure we have. Did I not get that? I didn't get that. I thought I had it. Well, I'll be doing that mission again so that I can get that. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so I got a cool new piece of gear, and that's 2. Quantum phase, so that's 2 out of that set, and the details are, I need to span. So when you have 2, it gives you that bonus, and then when you have all of them, for this set only has 3, but when you have all of them, then it gives you this extra attack ability, which is actually not bad. It's pretty powerful. But yeah, so there you go. And gorgeous ship, absolutely gorgeous. let's go ahead and transwarp back home to Earth Space Dock. Oh, Mr. Condensed Dinosaur. I am a person who my entire life has had retinal or aura migraines, and it's where you get the shiny light on one side, and then it takes over your vision, and then it goes away, and then 20 minutes later, the other side starts to hurt really, really bad. So I've had those my whole life. They've been a little bit more graceful in recent years, but I've had two relatively close together, and so when the blurry light thing goes away, the pain is like right here. So if I put a pain patch right there, Salampa's pain patch, it helps to to defer the pain. No other injury, just my some of my usual shitty health stuff amongst the list of shitty health stuff. All right, let's approach the space dock and go back in. Here's a whole bunch of players and a whole bunch more over there currently playing. No, no, not a physical injury. I don't need that on top of everything else. No, I am not. Well, so if you've never heard of a retinal or aura migraine, it can wipe you out for an entire day. Sometimes it used to wipe me out for several days. I take a medication regularly that makes it so that they don't affect me as badly anymore. I used to only get these a couple of times a year, but lately I've been getting them more. I think I've just been overdoing it. Um, but yeah, and unfortunately, you caught me as I was towards the end of what I was going to do tonight. I wasn't even sure I was going to make it this far because of my head. But thank you for dropping in, Condensed. I hate to take off already, but I really do need to go. And I have a dear friend of mine that has let me know that she's got a 2 hour drive and she likes to talk to me to stay awake, and so that's kind of important too. Um, she's got a really important job. She's a ICU nurse, and I always like to make sure that I'm there for her on those things. Um, Let me spend my point real quick. I think I'll do weapon app. No, I need to do one more engineering bit. I'll do some more hull plating. There we go. But yeah, sorry to leave as soon as you spoke up, Condensed. I really um, I mostly wanted to do this also because I know our culties from Geology haven't had anything to watch from her because her machine's been down. So I thought I'd offer up to anybody that's bored if they want to come in and watch me play this game. And unfortunately, the servers for GeForce Now are down, so I can't play a lot of my regular games. So Star Trek Online is pretty easy on a system, so I just did that. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up, and I am sorry to leave as soon as you got here. I really am. Um, but yeah, thanks for everybody that dropped in during, and to all the people that will watch this in the future. This has been Star Trek Online, and I did the story mission Sunrise. Um, so yeah, and I'll do this in the future again. I'm not sure how much, um, but it's a really good one for me to play with my dying old 5-year-old gaming laptop, because it doesn't really push the system that bad. Um, oh, you didn't have any downtime yesterday. Ah, okay, cool, cool. Well, I may stream tomorrow, man. So if you want to check and drop in, then I'll be playing something else. Hopefully, I'll be able to play a different game then, or I'll play this again. This is my 14th year playing Star Trek Online. I love this game. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna go and give my head a rest and call my friend and make sure she stays awake during her drive. Thanks everybody for being here, and yeah, have a you too, Condensed. Have a good night, man, and we'll see you. I'm gonna shuffle everybody off to somebody, but here we go.